Kudash, 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 Adonai, Elohim, Sabayath, meaning holy, 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 Lord of hosts. Yah, He, Va, He, meaning divine masculine. The first Yah, He, meaning divine feminine. Va meaning divine masculine, and He back to meaning divine feminine, as a collective whole, creating the tetragrammaton. In the beginning, Elohim said, "Let us create them in our image." As above, so below. The macro prosophis above and the micro prosophis below. The microorganisms and the host of the Elohim. Today we're going to talk about rainbows in the Bible and how they correlate with chakras, energy fields in your body, and the eternal God, as well as the concept of God's manifest on earth. So let's jump right into it. First, we're going to go into Genesis verse 9, chapter 9, verse 12 through 17. Let's get right into it. And God said, "This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be for a token of my covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood and destroy all flesh." All right. Now we're going to go into Ezekiel chapter 1, 20, verse 26 through 28. Now we're going to paint a picture here. Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 1, 26 through 28. And it reads as, "And above the firmament that was over the head was the likeness of a throne, and as the appearance of a sapphire stone. And upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness as the appearance of a man above it. And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire round about within it, from the appearance of his loins even upwards, and from the appearance of his loins even downwards. I saw as it were the appearance of fire." Fire is symbolic the spirit, and it had brightness round about. "And the appearance of the bow that is in the clouds in the day of rain, so was the appearance of the brightness round about. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face and heard a voice of one that spake." All right. Now we're going to go into Revelations 4, chapter 4, 1 through 4. Revelations chapter 4, 1 through 4. And as you see, I have the gemstones that all correlate with the chakras and the rainbow. And it tells you about these stones all throughout the Bible. All right, we're going to go into Revelation chapter 4. Revelation chapter 4, verse 1 through 4. And it reads, after this I looked, and behold, a door was open in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me. A trumpet is a sound because God is a divine frequency. In the beginning, he spoke things into existence and they were. They became manifestations, but I'm going to break that down in a minute. As it were a trumpet talking with me, which said, come up hither. I will show thee things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one that sat on the throne. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper, which is a stone, and a sardine stone. And there was a rainbow round about the throne, in sight like unto an emerald. And round about the throne were 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold. Now, these 24 elders, let's break it down right here on my wall. As you see, it says 24 elders. And in other books in which I've been studying, it talks about the 24 elders having 3 crowns of rays upon their head. So when you times 24 times 3, you get 72. And you know, in other Hebrew texts, it talks about 72 names of God, which are attributes which are connected to angels. Now, look at this. All right, you see how that adds up to 72? And we also know of the 72 different names and attributes of God, as well as there are 72 good angels with legions of other angels under them, and 72 grotesque angels, which are of the dark side. Once you put 72 and 72 together, what do you get? 144. What does it talk about in the Bible as the elect? You get 144,000 elect, 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes. You know, it's key, it's symbolic. 24 backwards is 42. We know about the 42 letter Anabakoach prayer. Create 72 names. 72 plus 72 equal 144. So the numbers never lie. And the 24 elders starts off as a Catriel, a Naphiel, as Buga, Ba Aria, Kim Mua, Kai Ayo, Liel, Hanel, Uphael, Juul, Metatron, Raguel, Quadishan, Raduara, Razuo, Rick Bayo, Ma'ei, Shamuel, Ya'anun, Suriel, Yafafiah, Zagzagu, and Sandafar, which these are the 24 elders. And if you notice, all of their names correlate with angel names. If you go into the 10 Sephiroth of the Hebrew, you'll see the name Metatron. You ever heard of Metatron's cube? And that's symbolic to Michael from my research. And Sandafar is one of the key 24 elders of the Galactic Federation of the 24. Ya'anun, which these kind of these names are also in the Anunnaki text, which deal with Netar and Nibiru, Planet 9, and these are 9 ether beings, which it talks about within the Bible. Now let's get back to this. All right, just trying to give y'all an in-depth understanding of what's going on here. All right. We was talking about the rainbow, and I'm telling you about how they're connected to gemstones and energy fields in your body, how you tap into the eternal Yah. All right, the next verse is Revelation chapter 10, 1 through 2. Now watch this. Revelation 10, and I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head. And his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as a pillar of fire. Now remember, I told you how the chakras work. The first chakra is the root chakra, which deals with survival and security. The next chakra is the sacral chakra, which is orange, and it deals with passion and creativity. The next chakra, as they rise up, would be the solar plex chakra, which is yellow, and it deals with personal power and confidence. The next chakra after that will be the heart chakra, which deals with love. And then the next chakra will be the throat chakra, which is blue, and it deals with communications, wrath, or kindness. Then the next chakra after that, which is purple, which we know as the third eye, which deals with intuition. Intuition means abilities beyond the physical realm. This is where you get your clairvoyance. The next chakra is velvet, where you get your crown, your halo, which deals with consciousness and spirituality. So now let's read this one more time. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, that halo, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as a pillar of fire. Remember, I told you the first chakra is the root chakra. Now, if you look here, this is the root chakra, and it is as a pillar of fire, which is red. And all of these come from below. This is just in the order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the root chakra will be at low. This is the energy rising, the kundalini, the energy field in your body, you know? Now, let's get into something else. As we look at that, all right. Now we're going to go into Romans chapter 8, 28 through 9. Now watch this. I just think this is interesting how this stuff comes together. Now, Romans, where you at, Romans? All right, Romans chapter 8, 28 through 29. Now here as it reads, it says, and we know that all things work together for the good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose, for whom he did foreknow, and he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn amongst many brethren. Now read this. He also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son. It might be the firstborn amongst many brethren. So what do Christians say it is to be? Christ-like. Christ-like is to be Christ. Be like Christ. And what did the Messiah, which we know is Christ, said? He said, as he was leaving, he said, I must leave to send you the Comforter, meaning the Holy Spirit, which we also know is the Shekinah. And that is how the Kundalini rise. So you will work greater wonders than I have. How will you work greater wonders than the Messiah himself? Now, let's get into another interesting topic. He said, like it says, we are to become unto like his Son. Now, this is something I did on a lesson a while back ago. It's called Benai, which means understanding. All right. Right here, it says cosmic consciousness means Christ consciousness, higher self, ascension through dimension. So you are coming from a lower state, rising up to your higher state to get to the crystals, which is the Christ consciousness. And in the Sephiroths, it talks about Malchut. Malchut is the kingdom. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Now let me read this so you get a better understanding, which Benai, which is one of the Sephiroths of the Hebrew, which means understanding. Command and manifestation all lives inside of you. We manifest this entire reality on this planet. Divine energy in your body, that spark makes you a creator. Human beings, as above, so below. Universal consciousness, we are a divine spark and a small piece of the oneness of the all, in one in all, collective whole, a branch off so it can experience itself manifest in the third dimension as an animal, human, a star in the galaxy. Manifestation, meditation through the light rays, through the planet. Plasma energy, which comes from the sun to unlock the plasma in your DNA. Cosmic consciousness, Christ consciousness, higher self, ascension through dimensions. I command by the power that is invested in me. Angels are angles, entities are energies, and the terrestrial mind connected to the celestial mind, as above, so below. To know is to glow in the oneness of the divine. Now, let's jump back into some more scriptures. Now we're going to go into Exodus 15, 11 through 13. Exodus 15, 11 through 13. Now, I'm going to show y'all how things correlate. Exodus 15. Come on, Exodus 15, 11 through 13. Right here, as it reads. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, amongst the gods? Now listen to that again. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, amongst the gods? Who is like thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? Remember, the Messiah said, I must leave to send you a comforter so you will work greater wonders than I had. Thou stretches out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. Thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy holy habitation. Who is thy people that he redeemed? The chosen seeds, which are be the elect in the book of Revelation, the 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes, which makes 144 that has the divine in them, the 72 and the 72, which makes 144, as we've seen on the chart of the 24 elders. Now, you see how it says, let's read that again. Key words in here. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, amongst the gods? Now, listen to that. Who is like unto thee, O Lord, amongst the gods? Why is it saying gods with an S? All right, now let's get into this. 385. Let's get it. Let's get it. I love knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You got to be willing to take that extra step and go that extra mile to find the truth. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Psalms 82. What does it read? God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth amongst the gods. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth amongst the gods. What does it say down here? I have said, ye are all gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Ye are all gods and children of the Most High. How does the eternal God work? Through the energy fields and the attributes within you, that's how you break down your soul and your spirit. That fire, that flame, that is the spirit of God that lies within you. Salah, so be it. I'm out. God bless.